evening from Toronto. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the whole.
Opening tip taken in by the Raptors, and we're underway in Toronto. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Russell to Allen Crabbe. 4-3. Tough shot. No good for Allen Crabbe.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Russell. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lowry into the front court. Leads a bucket. Danny Green to Gasol. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. To Russell. Trying to cash in. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Leonard to Gasol. Jared Allen sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Russell. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Danny Green to Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard. Not that time.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Has a look. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Danny Green to Leonard. Trying to cash in and hits off a killer step back.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Russell into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Russell to Allen Crabbe. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Russell, deep right corner. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Brooklyn's got it. Russell. To Leonard. Short jumper won't go down. To Russell. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Lowry to Gasol. Working hard on the glass. Nets have it. To Allen Crabbe. Takes stock of the floor. The screen sets him up for two.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
To Lowry. They'll get it down to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 2 of 4 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Russell with it up top. 10-all is our score. Couple of cracks at the line now.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
I got him. Here we go.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prime City.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. He's now 4 for 6.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Russell. To Hollis Jefferson. Pascal Siakam with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Lowry to Leonard. Has a chance. Leonard shot won't go down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Russell. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. 3 for 6 now.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
Nothing going here on that drive. Kawhi Leonard. The jumper's off the mark. Oh, and a putback.
And I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be a home for a player in this league for a guy who does the cleanup work around the rim like that.
Russell. To Hollis Jefferson. No good. To Lowry. From long range. His first effort off the mark. To Russell. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Short jumper misses. To Leonard. Has a look. Kawhi Leonard. With that, he's 5 for 9. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Russell. To Dinwiddie. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. To Dinwiddie. For 3. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. Nice pass to set things up.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Nets have the basketball. Russell to Davis. Russell. Here comes the screen. To Russell. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Here's Leonard for 2. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Harris's shot won't go.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. That ends the first quarter. The Raptors in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Napier with the basketball. 9-point margin.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
That boy's living his best life.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Fred VanVleet to Danny Green. To VanVleet. Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Napier with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. They trail by 7. Here comes the screen. To Allen Crabbe. And scores on the step back.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Leonard to Danny Green. Lets it fly from long range. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5 on the 24. They go down to Davis. Can't miss those. Danny Green. Count the bucket for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Napier with the basketball. Down a dozen to Allen Crabbe. To Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Danny Green. To Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. That's rebounded by the Nets. It's Brooklyn's ball. Now ready to shoot at the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
I got ball.
Leonard gets it in the left corner. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Dinwiddie into the front court. They find themselves down 10. To Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Toronto has the basketball. Surveys the floor. Leonard to Danny Green. Deep left corner. Fires the 3. Off the mark. And Napier going to come away with the rebound. To Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Goes to the left side. Leonard. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Napier with the basketball. Margins 8. Deep right corner to Davis. Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
to Monroe. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Greg Monroe at the line for 2 shots. A career 70% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
Good shot.
Number 33, Mark Gasol. Into the game.
Able to convert on both free throws. Lowry into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Here comes the screen. Lowry. Short jumper won't fall.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Davis. Trying to cash in. Carroll shot no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Here comes some changes. Kenny Atkinson turning to his reserves. Brooklyn with the basketball.
I got ball. Screen come right.
To Allen Crabbe. Probing the defense. 5 to shoot. No good. No daylight. Great defense. The follow won't go either.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Napier with the basketball. Down 8. To Allen Crabbe. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not going down here. Lowry with it. His team on top by 8. 4-3. Count the triple.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Napier with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Rondae Hollis-Jefferson at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. And the margin down to 8. To Powell. Over to the right side. Leonard to Powell. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson sends it away. Powell. Lowry. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Russell. Crab. To Hollis Jefferson. Russell. Fires the three. Damari Carroll is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 73%. First free throw is good. Second and 3, got it. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Ball's controlled by Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 3 for 6 now.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Screen coming. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Ibaka. Shot won't go. Desperation shot here from half court. First half comes to an end. The Raptors have the lead.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Raptors are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the end. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Russell into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Marc Gasol tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard. Rebounded by Russell. Sizing up the defense to Russell. From long range. Off the iron. No good. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys lead here early stages 3rd quarter. to Allen Crabbe. Screen coming. To Russell. For three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Russell with it up top. 5-point game. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Danny Green. The screen sets him up for two.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Russell into the front court. Down 5. Gets it in the right corner. Short jumper off the mark. Brooklyn secures the rebound. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
First one, count it. Two for two on that trip. Lowry has the basketball. To Leonard. Lowry. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. Ibaka goes to the right side. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Here comes the screen. To Russell. 5 on the shot clock. Wide open look, won't go. To Ibaka. And he'll go to the foul line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And hits the first free throw.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
Goes 2 for 2. Brooklyn's got it. Russell. That pass taken away by Toronto. Leonard to Ibaka. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here comes the screen. To Russell. Shot misses there by Crabbe.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Nothing going here on that drive. Ibaka to Gasol. Shot clock violation. Substitution being made in this one.
Number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now the Nets going to take a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Have you considered enrolling your son or daughter in one of our summer basketball games? Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. So Lowry lets it fly from long range, and Kyle Lowry, muscle memory put to good use there.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Allen Crabbe. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. No good for Allen Crabbe.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Ibaka to Lowry. To Danny Green. Fires the three. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good.
Substitutions, Brooklyn.
Hits all 3 free throws. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down a bundle. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Fred VanVleet to Danny Green. Probing the defense. Screen coming. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Beyond the arc for 3. VanVleet denied. Have to like the defense. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down big. Count the basket at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Pascal Siakam trying to cash in on a three-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. To Monroe. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Leonard to Van Vliet. The drive right to the basket. Doesn't get the bounce. Nice pass to set things up. It goes down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Leonard. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. That'll get out off the Raptors. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To Davis. Finish that.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To Powell. To Leonard. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one goes down. And he makes them both. Nets have it. To Dinwiddie. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
When one player goes down, or maybe in this case two, it gives a player an opportunity to really rise to the occasion. Well, that happened last year with Spencer Dinwiddie. When Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell both went down to injury, this kid went from a D-League player to a starter in the NBA, and one of the most clutch players we had for the Brooklyn Nets this past year.
Dinwiddie into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Toronto with the basketball. Fred Van Vliet to Leonard. Takes stock of the floor. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. And he hits the second. And he hits all 3 free throws. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys currently down by 13. Down low to Monroe. Surging. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D. Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Dinwiddie. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. 4-3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down. It's been all Raptors. Raptors ball as we get going here in the 4th. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the 3rd quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
Here comes the screen. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Fires the 3. Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect in the line so far. First try, no good. Hits the second. One more coming. Russell with it up top. Trailing by 15. From the painted area, won't go down. They work it down to Gasol. Throws it down.
So many people think making assist is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. To Hollis Jefferson from long range. That's a high degree of difficulty for Rondae Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Kawhi Leonard, couple of free throws on the way. At the line, he's shooting 87%. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Nets have the basketball. Russell to Allen Crabbe. Surveys the floor to Allen Crabbe. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here comes the screen to Russell. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Has a look. A fundamental shot right there.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Leonard. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Russell into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
D'Angelo Russell has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Nope, first one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Lowry into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Leonard. For 3. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's been steady, 90% at the line. And hits the first free throw. And he misses the second. Russell to Allen Crabbe.
Hey, left.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Shot clock winding down. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Leonard. Lowry.
I got your help. We got your help.
Down to 5 on the 24. Leonard. To Lowry. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Kyle Lowry is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 80% at the line. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Dinwiddie into the front court. Down a bundle to Davis. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Shot from the lane won't go. It's Brooklyn's ball.
Watch the cut. I get the cut. Watch the cut. Watch the cut.
To Allen Crabbe. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. He buries it off the step back.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Davis. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. The follow won't go either. Toronto has the basketball. Lowry to Leonard. Got it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Allen Crabbe. Fires the three. Tough shot. No good for Allen Crabbe.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. And it's Davis for the rebound. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down big. To Allen Crabbe. That pass taken away by Toronto.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for Toronto, number 33,
Ibaka. Smothering D. Napier with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. To Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Gasol with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Leonard to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Davis. Screen coming. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. To Dinwiddie. 4-3. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Leonard to Lowry. Here comes the screen.
Big screen right there, big screen.
Probing the defense. Here's Leonard for 2. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. And he draws contact. 2 shots coming up for the Spaniard, the All-Star, Marc Gasol.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Misses the first.
into the game for Brooklyn, number 33, Allen Crabbe. And number 9, Delary Carroll.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. to Dinwiddie. Fires the three at long last. He missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Lowry to Leonard. To Lowry. Gets a shot up off the mark. That is great vision to set it up. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Ed Davis at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Hands up.
Leonard to Danny Green. Lowry
Double team.
to Leonard.
Double team.
Deep two there. Won't go. Has a chance. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors put one in the win column with a solid performance. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors. When you have a look at these highlights, you can see how this team wasn't able to get it together. It was definitely a frustrating loss. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Assists.
The Toronto Raptors were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assist.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.